Hey guys, welcome back. It's Talsy, and today I want to talk about when you're manifesting an SP and you're dealing with like what you feel is a very extreme or triggering circumstance. For example, maybe you have been blocked. Maybe they said they don't want to talk to you anymore. Maybe you were together and they broke up with you. And so if you keep picking up your phone, checking and hoping desperately that something has changed, I get it. You may be checking, rereading all messages, wondering, did I ruin this? Is it over? What does this even mean? Oh my gosh, maybe you're consciously manifesting. You're like, well, it's just not working. Everything has just gone to hell in a handbasket right now, okay? So I want to challenge something today. And I've gone through this, guys. I had an SP and they blocked me. I had a block and an unblock within 24 hours, and I purely did it with a shift in state. And I want to explain to you guys that a block is never the problem. It's the meaning that you're attaching to the block. Nothing means anything until you decide what it means. The block, to be fair, guys, in some cases, well, there may have been a lead up of some kind of a fear or an assumption or some kind of interaction you were having with an SP from one state, and all it takes is a shift back to the state of you having it exactly how you want and aligning your assumptions and the meaning you're giving to that block with that end state, okay? So if you find that you're spiraling constantly now and obsessing and you keep checking and hoping that something's changed, I want to put you out of your misery, because nothing needs to change out there. The only thing that needs to change is the story that you're attaching to this circumstance, guys. And we know that circumstances don't matter. So once you understand this, being blocked, guys, can actually become one of the easiest situations to manifest from. For example, if you've been ping-ponging back and forth with an SP with contact and you're coming at it from one state where you're experiencing very unfavorable interactions, very unfavorable behaviors, they're just like giving you more and more and more of what you don't want. A block is an opportunity to reset, or a no contact is an opportunity to reset and select again the identity of you that knows that you have the most perfect, preferable version of your SP showing up. And I'm going to talk to you about the way we would reassign, say, a meaning. So instead of you staring at your screen and thinking to yourself, well, that this means that they don't love me, they've moved on, or waiting for them to unblock to show you the contrary, let me get you back into your power, okay? And we're going to get into some alternative meanings that you can give to, say, a block situation. But I just want to point out that if this is you and you feel like you keep spiraling and you keep running around in circles and looping from an extreme circumstance like a block, I have linked my spiral stopper in the description of the video, and it is purely for situations just like this. So let's get into why no contact actually is an advantage, or a block is an advantage. And that's the surprising part, guys. In this moment right now, if you've been blocked, you have fewer temptations to react to the old version of you and the old version of SP. And I want to remind you guys also, what I always emphasize is that we have the now moment. So effectively, this is an opportunity for you to choose again. And so now, even if you were blocked yesterday, a week ago, 3 weeks ago, none of that really matters to the now moment. So if you want to deal with the block, what I would say is, rather than saying, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And looking for the outside to give you some kind of evidence or confirmation about what it means, you get to decide what it means, okay? So think about it. If every possibility exists in the now moment and you're the only one deciding what anything means or which possibility you're collapsing, you can easily in this now moment change the script. You can easily choose again. So what would I say, and what did I do when I had an unexpected block from an SP? Firstly, I told myself, well, this is just evidence that they're completely and totally obsessed with me. Very much a possibility, guys. Think about it. Have you ever blocked someone because you were extremely frustrated, because you were so emotional about them and you wanted so much from them, and they just seemed to be not reciprocating, not giving you what you need, and you were very reactive to it? There you go. Number 2, you can keep it a blanket statement like, well, this is just evidence that they love me so much because everything works for me and I always get what I want because I'm the god of my reality. That's another one. You could say, well, they just overreacted and they're cooling off and they just can't get enough of me because they're so in love with me. So I know that they're going to be unblocking me any minute now because they can't stay away from me. So I want to remind you guys that even all those examples that I gave you are examples of you actually reselecting in the now moment from a state of being, right, that knows that you're the operant power, and also knows that if you know that you're the version of you that's always loved and appreciated and chosen, and therefore you're selecting the version of your SP that absolutely shows up that way, you know that whatever meaning you're assigning from that place must be. And you also know that there is no way in hell that that version of you has an experience like a block, etc., as an indication that you're not loved, that you're not chosen, and that you don't have your SP, right? This is just a little reminder to you guys. And honestly, if this is your situation, test it out. Stop checking. Stop reaffirming from a place where you're the blocked version of you. Stop looping in the same old story of this means that I'm not loved, this means they don't want me, this means it's over. Guys, every possibility exists right now. Nothing means anything but the meaning that you give it. So just select again, remind yourself who's the operant power, and choose a meaning that serves your now end, the outcome that you would prefer. You want your SP to be showing up right. Make the assumption that everything that's happening in your physical reality must be serving the decision that you made, that your SP is madly in love with you, can't get enough of you, is chasing you, adores you, etc. So if you want to check out the spiral stopper, if you feel like you have dealt with an extreme circumstance, or if you're like, say, not blocked, but you're in no contact and you keep reeling from the same assumption that this means that they don't want you, that this means that they can't stand you, that this means that they obviously don't want to talk to you, check out the spiral stopper that I've linked in the description box of the video to get you to stop checking and stop giving power away to a circumstance and assigning an unfavorable meaning. Come back to the now, to your I am power, select again so that you can actually see your reality flip and conform to you. Okay guys, I hope that that helped. Just a short one to snap you out of it, snap you out of spiraling, snap you out of checking. You're the evidence, be the evidence so that you can see the evidence. You are in complete control, and you always have the opportunity, no matter how extreme a circumstance appears, to choose again right now. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.